welcome to another episode of Talking to Myself. I'm your host, Jake Letizia, and this is the podcast where I look into a camera and I talk to myself. What's up? How's it going? Let me check the levels, make sure they're okay. I haven't used a handheld mic like this in fucking 2 years of this podcast, bro. It's been a minute, dude. How you doing? Hope you had a good vacation from this bullshit, dude. Not bullshit, it's a good time, but at the same time, I hope you had a nice reprieve from hearing my fucking voice, dude. What's up, dude? It's been a minute, a lot's happened. I got a dog in my apartment right now, dude. I'm in a whole, if you have watched the podcast before, you'll notice, dude, it's a whole different environment. I'm in my living room right now. I now currently live with a lady, dude. Moved in with my girlfriend. We got a fucking dog, dude. I'm an old man now. I'm an old man with a domestic lifestyle. That's me, dude. That's who I am, bro. I used to be a young buck on the prowl, fucking in a room that was covered in Taco Bell wrappers, and now my room is clean as shit, dude. Made bed, dog on the couch, bro. What the fuck, dude? A lot can change in 6 months, dude. You can go from 18 Taco Bell bags on your bed to your girlfriend making the bed in the morning and being like, you want me to make you breakfast? What the fuck, dude? Why was I single for that long, dude? Why be single for so long? My heart didn't want me to be single that long for multiple reasons, dude. Like cardiac, coronary artery wise, and also heart and love. You know what I'm talking about? My heart was like, your arteries are filling up and you're lonely. Find a woman. If you find love, you will also find healthier choices. Go do it. So yeah, dude, I'm chilling. But I'm back, dude. I'm having a good time in life in general. Things are okay. Things are good, dude. Maybe that's why I stayed. I basically stopped doing the podcast, changed a lot of things a lot of shit changed automatically, and then also I changed a lot of things, and then I got to the point where like things felt very good, and I was like, you know what? Let me go rant for an hour. You know what? Let me go back to shouting into the void. Oh, dude. There's so much that's been going on, it's hard to know where to start. Dude, I'll start with this, bro. I watched E.T. the other night, dude. E.T. for the first time in my life. My girlfriend has never seen it. And so she was like, you have to watch it. This is a seminal movie of my childhood. I love this movie. I watch it every year with my family, and now we're going to watch it together. And I went, that's a lot of pressure to like it, but let's do it, dude. And we're watching the movie, and it's pretty good. It's okay, dude. It's okay. It's pretty good, dude. It's a Steven Spielberg movie, so automatically it's great to some degree. It's like Steven Spielberg has never made a bad movie. I can't think of a single Steven Spielberg movie that's like fucking dog shit. All of the... Dude. I don't know if you guys heard that. That was what you saw right now was my first reaction to my dog sighing loudly while I do the podcast. I've never done the podcast with her in the room or in the building, and she sighs very loudly. And usually you process it as just like, oh, shut up, you're angry, whatever, dude. Your life is great. You're just sleeping on a couch 4 times the size of you. But while you're pontificating, it feels like the dog is sighing in a way where she's like, yo, pick it up, dude. I'm talking about E.T. and my dog's like, no one gives a fuck. Dude, Valentine, what do you think? Think this is a good topic? My dog's name is Valentine, by the way. You think this is a good topic? You think I should keep talking about E.T.? Valentine, I'm talking to you. You think I should keep talking about E.T. or what? She's just grilling me. Dude, you look like E.T., bro. Valentine, you look just like E.T., bro. And I'm not trying to say you look like a piece of shit, but you You look ET-esque. Dude, that's the thing about ET. Okay, my first thought watching the movie was why do these aliens look so fucked up, dude? They look so disgusting. I know for a fact I'm not the first person to point out that ET looked like literally like a walking piece of shit. Like he looks like the shit emoji for real. Like that's not even a hyperbolic description. If you put the poop emoji next to ET's face, it's the same guy, dude. For all I know, the ET emoji is his great-great-grandchild. Or for all I know, the poop emoji is ET's great-great-grandchild. For all I know, they're interconnected somehow. For all I know, Spielberg helped make emojis, and he goes, yo, shout out my man ET, let's make the poop look just like him. And then the person who he was telling to create the emoji was like, make the poop just like him. I thought ET was poop. Dude, ET for real, that creation looks like Spielberg took a shit. Like one day he had a lot of coffee. He went into his bathroom for his morning drop. He looked at it. He stood up. He looked back in the toilet bowl and he looked at it and he was like, bro, what if that was alive? If you look at ET, it for real looks like one morning Spielberg accidentally stared right into the toilet bowl and just thought to himself, oh shit, what if that shit was alive? What if that shit was alive and he can levitate shit, and he also what if that piece of shit bonded his mind with another little kid, dude? What if a piece of shit could mind melt with a child? That's E.T. I bet you in the pitch room he was like, listen, dude, what if shit was alive? And they were like, what? He's like, what if shit was alive? It's a kid's movie. They're like, bro, slow down, dude. What if shit was alive? It's a kid's movie. And Spielberg's like, okay, what if poop could breathe? What if poop could breathe? Okay. And it's what's in spaceships. And the execs are like, bro, just because you made Jaws doesn't mean you could just say shit, dude. Just because you're fucking amazing at this shit doesn't mean you could just... Dude, the design for E.T. only comes from a man who has proven himself to be unstoppable. Do you know what I'm saying? Only a man who makes that many amazing films, only a person who makes hit after hit after hit can show an image of what he thinks E.T. might look like, and every executive will go, oh yeah, no, that's fine, dude. Oh, that's totally chill, dude. No, dude, that design, that's a good idea. Then they're over their shoulder like, bro, I mean, he made Jaws, dude. What are we gonna do? He made Jaws. No, yeah, I know that's the most upsetting creature I've ever seen in my fucking life. Yeah, I know it's going to scare the fuck out of children. But he made Jaws, dude. He knows what's going on. Yeah, Jaws was a horror movie, but kids love that shit, dude. Kids watch Jaws, dude. Let him cook, dude. Dude, Spielberg was ahead of his time. Spielberg created Zero Riz, dude. I didn't realize this till I saw E.T., and the young kid, he yells at his friend, you have zero charisma. And I was like, holy shit, is that the derivation, dude? Is that the origin of no Riz? Is that the origin of Zero Riz, bro? Was the Rizzler born from E.T., dude? Is the Rizzler from the mind of Spielberg? The young, annoying fucking kid who I did not like that child at all, dude. I mean, he was like pretty good, but his voice, dude, he was a kid who sounded like a kid. You know what I'm talking about? It was not Dakota Fanning style. Dakota Fanning was like a child who, for some reason, sounded like an adult, and it was creepy, but you could listen to it, you know? This kid was a child who hit the pitch of a child. You get a lot of that in the movie, and I don't need that. I don't want that. I want a kid who sounds like an adult, dude. I want them to filter his voice so that I don't have to hear. No, it's fine. We can. It's just control your. I mean, you're on a Steven Spielberg movie. You can't like control your pitch a little bit. You can't hire a voice coach to not crackle. Don't crackle so much, dude. I don't know. He was good. He was good in the movie. But I like the part where he's like, he literally called the kid Zero Riz, dude. He calls him zero charisma. Is there some Gen Z kid right now who that's where he got it from, dude? Who started Zero Riz and did they steal it from E.T.? I need to know, dude. Spielberg needs more royalties, bro. No, it was pretty good. I liked E.T. It was pretty good. You know what? I could have done without him dying for 40 minutes of the movie. No one told me. See, I looked at how long the movie was because that's what I do. Because I'm in my 30s. So when you're in your 30s, you look at how long movies are and you decide based on that majority of the time. And it's tough now because all movies are 2 hours and 32 minutes. Every new movie is 2 hours and 37 minutes, dude. And back in the day, they had respect for your time, dude. They didn't, back then they weren't in a world where people would dump 48 hours into a single video game. And that's on the lower end, dude. That's really what it is. I game too much to watch a 2.5 hour movie. It's like you get to a certain age and you're like, pick the thing that's going to waste all your time. I picked gaming, okay? And the more I've decided that that's the thing, the more I've been lazy with my other hobbies or my other pursuits or whatever you want to call it. My other indulgences, whatever, dude. Whatever it's called, I'm doing less of it. I'm only seeing movies with directors that like I loved since I was 15 years old. New directors, you're going to have a hard time getting me to see your movie. Even if I fucking love your shit. The Safdies split up and made 2 movies. I might not see either of them. And I want to because I love them. They're like my favorite directors. But I really wanted to see the movie with The Rock. Fucking Rocky the Rock as Rocky? I didn't see it, dude. It looked good, and I will see it on DVD maybe, but like I'm going to probably see Marty Supreme, dude. Marty Supreme. Maybe, I don't know. The only movies I saw this year were like Eddington, One Battle After Another, and Friendship. Those are the only movies I saw in theaters, and it's because the people behind them I love a lot. I saw Weapons on streaming. I liked it a lot. But for whatever reason, I just couldn't make it to the theater, dude. I had to play Silent Hill 2 a third time rather than go to the fucking theater. Anyway, movies are too long, but that's besides the point. We're talking about E.T. Every movie... Hey, shh. Quiet. My dog's freaking out. Hey, Valentine. No. There'll be like the most minor shake in the apartment, and she freaks the fuck out. What are you doing? What are you doing? All right, she's gone to bed. Where was I? Oh, movies. Okay, so movies used to always be the perfect length. Back when they were figuring it out, right? Back when the books were being written of how you make a perfect movie, when Save the Cat came out, that was the era of let's all do this. And it was people like to shit on Save the Cat. You got to learn the rules to break them, and Save the Cat has all the rules that you must learn so that you can either break them or follow them to a T and make a great movie, dude. Most movies that are an hour and 40 minutes, an hour and 50 minutes, honestly, I think 2 hours should be the max length of a movie. I've seen movies longer than that are very good, But I would say a lot of the time, majority of the time, if your movie is past 2 hours, you could have cut out 30 minutes, dude. You could have, if your movie is 2.5 hours, you could have just made it a miniseries. Come on, dude. It's miniseries or movie. We have other options now. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. E.T. It's an hour and 50 minutes, something like that. Perfect length. I love that. I love hearing that. However, I didn't know that 48 minutes of that movie is E.T. dying, dude. I didn't know E.T. was dying the majority of the film. I didn't know that. I didn't know that suddenly E.T. would become pale white. I didn't know E.T. would suddenly turn from a regular human shit into bird shit, and then we got to watch him on a deathbed for 57 minutes, dude. I didn't know that. And you're watching him die and get dissected, and me, who has never seen the movie, but I know he flies at the end of the movie. I know he flies over the cops, and that hasn't happened yet. So I know he's got to fly over the cops. So I'm sitting there for 68 minutes watching him die, knowing he'll come back to life. And literally, you watch him die for 74 minutes. And once he's finally dead, the kid shows up. He cries and is like, I love you, E.T. Stay with me, or whatever he says. And then E.T.'s heart glows and he comes back to life immediately. Dude, don't have him die for most of the movie if he's going to come back to life in the silliest way possible, okay? It's fine. Dude, I like that. I like that love brought him back to life. It's very sweet. I wish that were true. But, like, he didn't need to die. Like, make him come to life the same amount of time as him dying, you know? Make him die for 15 minutes, then make him come. If you want him to come back to life in 2.8 seconds, have it take 10 minutes for him to die. And maybe it was 10 minutes, but I'm telling you, it felt like an hour and 42 minutes. It felt like the whole movie, he was dying, dude. The movie was an hour 50. It felt like 2.5 when you start seeing him die. I do like the chutzpah of it all. I do like the boldness. I miss that, dude. Kids movies when I was growing up, they were fucking. That was before I was even growing up. But like Nightmare Before Christmas, dude, that shit's fucked up. I miss kids movies being fucked up, dude. Now kids movies come out and they're not dark at all. I wonder if it's because no one's really having kids. No one's having kids, so they're marketing less and less to adults. They're more just marketing to the adults to put it on streaming while their kid sits there and drools, you know? You don't have to be present for the movie anymore, so they're not trying to appeal to your sensibilities as an adult. Which, I don't know, some might say that's bad. I think that's worse. I liked adult themes in kids' movies because when I was a kid, I think it matured me a little faster, but not in a bad way, in a good way. I thought more about the children's movies I watched because there was more going on in them. Dude, but also at the same time, it's like, I don't know, we're at a weird, I don't know, there's an interesting thing happening with kids movies where it's like, I don't know what the exact science or societal thing is behind it, but like, I do think, even with video games, it's like, as video games have developed and matured, like, adults play video games. I play video games. I think that a lot of people, you think people will age out of video games. I think a lot of people won't. I think a lot of people are going to play video games their whole lives. And so it changes the making of them, but also changes the optics of the customer. It changes like your point of view as a consumer, where it's like, who is the game really for? Like the games used to be made for a certain audience, a certain narrower audience, and I feel like as it's matured, it's like now there are games for kids, there are games for adults, and I feel like with streaming and the proliferation of like content, it's become like Like, there's shit that's for kids, but because you grew up with it, you think it's still for you, but I don't really think it is. You know? Like, I watched Shrek recently. Just this. Sometimes you watch an old movie because you're like, damn, dude, that movie was so good, and you get nostalgic, and you're like, oh, this is fun, dude. Me and my girlfriend watched this growing up. We were watching Shrek, dude, and we're watching Shrek, and I remember with Shrek, I remember that that people got like really mad at the people got really mad with Shrek with the new trailer because they were like, oh, the animation looks way worse. It looks like shit now. All the characters look fucked up. And at the time, I hadn't seen Shrek in a long time, so I just saw the trailer and I was like, oh, they look fine. They looks normal. I don't know. I don't think it looks that crazy. But then I was watching Shrek with my girlfriend and I was like, no, it definitely looks better back then. It's smoother. It's like the details are less, like it's more detailed in the new one, but like they used all the details to make things look worse. You know what I'm saying? Like technically it's probably more involved, but the style of it is uglier. And so I was like, oh wow, the new trailer does look bad visually, but also I'm 32 years old. Yes, I'm correct, and it does look worse, but I don't have a kid, and so I don't really need to be seeing that movie. And I don't think it needs my harsh criticism either. I think let the children decide if it sucks ass or not. I don't need to weigh in, dude. I don't need to get really angry about a green ogre, dude. Yes, ogres are like onions, dude. But I don't need to weigh in on whether or not an ogre needs to look younger or older or more sophisticated, or I can't be getting furious at shades of green, dude. I'm too old, bro. Yeah, he's got a daughter. Well, cool. All right. If I had a daughter, I'd be psyched to see that Shrek had a daughter. I'm like, oh, cool. Cool. My daughter's going to be psyched, dude. But if you're just a man with no kids, you see Shrek having a daughter and you're like, wait, when did that happen canonically? Who cares, dude? Who cares, dude? Pinocchio's there. Who cares? But having said that, Shrek 5 looks like trash, and I will not fucking see it. I didn't know this was the fifth one, dude. We were watching the third one the other day, and I like completely forgot that existed. Justin Timberlake as what's called Prince Charles? Is that what it was? No. Is Prince Charles Epstein's BFF, dude? Who's Prince Charles? I don't know. He was some prince. It doesn't matter. The plot was fine. Whatever, dude. E.T. was brought back to life with love. Dude, if aliens brought us that technology, we'd be fucked. If aliens came to Earth and they're like, hey, you can resurrect people, but you have to do it with love, dude. You have to bond your mind with someone else's mind. And you need to care about them enough and be compassionate enough for them and share enough unconditional love with them that it will resurrect them from death. We would all be like, you don't mind my mind with anybody else, dude. Don't meld my mind with anybody, you fuck. What the fuck are you talking about, dude? Don't connect me with shit, bro. Well, you could save your mother. I don't give a fuck, dude. She doesn't need to see my thoughts. I don't want to see hers. She needs to die. No, dude, just connect your mind with somebody else. You could bring them back to life. Hey, man, my thoughts are my business, dude. Honestly, I'm being silly, but at the same time, I wouldn't, dude. I wouldn't. I would, if an alien brought me that technology, I would go, I think people's thoughts are their own and we need to die. I don't think it's worth it, dude. We gotta, you gotta Your mind is the last place that's yours, you know? And that's going to be gone soon too, bro. It's going to be gone soon. Everything on your computer, everything, you put on into your phone, dude. We are being surveilled and seen so constantly. Your mind is the last place where you can just go, oh shit, it's just me, dude. It's just me. It's the only place to be alone anymore is in your own head. So if an alien came to our planet and was like, do you want to share that place with somebody else? I'd be like, bro, what kind of weird fucking brain social media are you talking about? Are you with Meta, dude? Is ET with Meta, bro? You look like a literal piece of shit that came out of my ass this morning. Back the fuck up, dude. I don't want you're pointing your finger, you're pointing your little shit finger in my face, dude. You smell literally like my asshole, dude. Back up, bro. I'm not merging my mind with anyone who looks and smells like that, dude. No. I shouldn't be fucked up towards ET. Dude, that's the thing, dude. If an alien comes to Earth and it looks fucked up, it's over, dude. It's over. Even if it's super smart, if it looks disgusting, people aren't good enough to look past it. If an alien comes to Earth, okay, and it looks like ET and it smells bad, we are not going to connect the stars, dude. We're not. Mass Effect isn't going to happen. No mass relay will get made. There will be war, dude. All war takes is look at history, dude. Human beings are not sophisticated enough to accept something that looks like ET. Like human beings can't even accept each other. You think they're going to be able to accept an ET, dude? They're not. And that's wrong, dude. We should accept ET. We should be like, ET, you literally look like the poop emoji, but you know what? The poop emoji's cute and we love you, dude. No, there's going to be a lot of dudes who are like, what the fuck is that shit? Fuck him. And that wasn't a southern accent. That was an Italian accent. All right, that's the timer. I'll see you guys in the second part. What's up? I'm back. Yeah, dude, ET, bro. Dude, when ET gets drunk, dude, and the kid gets drunk, that was genuinely dope, dude. That was dope. That was dope also because that whole scene, you could tell it was just like Spielberg going, yo. I bet you Spielberg that whole scene felt like either a studio exec or Spielberg or all of the above. They just really wanted to figure out how to get a child drunk in a movie. And they're like, oh shit, if E.T. feels what this kid feels, we did it, dude. We cracked the code, bro. If this little piece of shit alien melds its brain with that little kid, we can get this kid shit-faced. Dude, I was worried for E.T. That's how you can tell you're getting old, dude. Is that E.T. was like having one too many drinks, and I was like, oh shit, is his heart okay? I was like damn, dude, how, beer's not good for humans, dude. How's it gonna affect an extraterrestrial? Is it gonna he's got to slow down, dude. I was looking at E.T. and because he's all wrinkly and gross, I was like, he must be old as fuck, bro. You can't be drinking like that, dude. I'm not even nearly as old as however old this wrinkled looking piece of shit is. And beer hurts me now. Dude, that's the worst part about getting older. The worst part about getting older is fucking the older you get, the more your life is just you deciding whether you want to enjoy things or live longer. Like every meal I have is a decision of, do I want to feel completely fulfilled and happy, and my mouth and tongue and taste buds are just juiced up? Do I want to eat something delicious and delectable and have it sit in my stomach and be satisfied and happy? Or do I want to live till 92? What do I want to do, dude? And it's difficult to choose life. When a cheeseburger is sitting in front of you, dude, when a cheeseburger is inches from your mouth, it's hard to choose life, because I know that this burger is going to be amazing right now, but I don't know what my life will be in 10 years. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what my life will be in 5 years, dude. Who knows? At 63, I might have no money and no one around me, and I might want to kind of die, you know? But right now, my life is good, and I kind of want my meal to be good too. But it's selfish, dude. It's selfish. You can't think like that. It's selfish. That is the thing, dude. The more people around. When you're single and alone, you just do horrible things to your body because it's just for you. It's just for fun. But then the moment, you have a girlfriend long term, or you have a dog, or you I don't have one. Maybe I will one day have a child. You start to, be like, well, they might be fucked without me. At the very least, your thought is, God, they're going to be so, I don't want to bum them out. When I first started dating my girlfriend, when we became in love, one of not right when we fell in love, but like a thought I had one day was like, now I can't kill myself. I really did feel that way. I was like, fuck, I'm really in love with her, and now I guess I cannot kill myself, because now it's not just going to be my mom whose life is ruined, it's also hers. I can't do that, dude. I can't fuck up two people's lives. It's a real thought I had, dude. It's a genuine thought I had. I don't want to do that, dude. The dog doesn't want to see my girlfriend cry that much, dude. It's all for the dog, dude. Right, Valentine? I can't kill myself, because then your mom is going to be loud, dude. Valentine, you already don't like me talking this much. Imagine your mom crying all day, dude. Imagine this, but all day, all week. I can't do that to the dog, dude. I can't kill myself. You can't. You gotta protect your dog, dude. And your girlfriend, dude. Both, dude. You don't want either to be sad. But would the dog know? The dog would just think Dogs actually do think you're out for cigarettes, because they don't even know what cigarettes are. You can abandon a dog, dude. You can't. It's not okay, but it's not a good thing to do, and you shouldn't abandon your dog. But if you leave for cigarettes and never come back, your kid will eventually figure out, oh shit, my dad wasn't getting cigarettes. But if you tell a dog, I'm going to go cigarettes, you could say it like that. You don't even need to say get, bro. They don't know. If you look at your dog and go, I'm going to go cigarettes, he'll just go, what? You'll leave the house and be like, oh, he'll be back. And they'll be stressed because you're not there. But if you came back 7 years later, they'd be like, oh, shit, fuck yeah, dude. As soon as they got a whiff, they'd be like, oh, yeah, it's you, bro. It's you, dude. It's Jake. Fuck yeah, dude. Oh, Dad, come here. What, Valentine? It's true. Don't worry, I'm not going to abandon you, dude. I won't abandon you. Valentine, I won't abandon you, I swear. Okay, don't start licking yourself, dude. You're gonna don't. If that picks up on mic, dude, everyone's gonna be pissed the fuck off, dude. She's nibbling her tail. She's corn cobbing her tail right now. But dude, everything hurts, dude. Everything. Every day there's a new thing where I'm like, is this something worse? You know? My chest hurt for a while. And I was like, am I having a heart attack? And then every doctor was like, no, you're not. You're just overwhelmed. Okay. And once I accepted that, chest pain went away. So I guess they were right. But then I started getting back pain. And the back pain, I was like, what? It felt like it was in my testicle and in my lower back. And I was like, do I have testicular cancer? What's going on? Went to a doctor. They checked me out. They go, it's not cancer. We don't know what it is. It's probably just in your head. And then I accepted that. Guess what? A month later, I don't feel it. Sometimes I sit for too long and my back hurts. That's getting older. I wish people explained more thoroughly what happens when you age. Like people will say shit like hangovers are way worse. But they don't explain why. Like, they don't explain what happens where the hangovers are. Like, they don't explain to you, like, they just go, oh, hangovers are way worse. But then you have to learn that it means that your chest is on fire for an entire day. And your head, your brain feels like it's fallen off of the stem, dude. Your brain feels like it's hanging against your skull for until 9 p.m. the next night. Like, nobody gets into the nitty-gritty, and so you don't think or care about it. To you, you're like, oh, I'll get older and I'll find out. It can't be as bad as people say. And then you get older, and you're like, no, it's worse because no one really told me what's up. Why did no one tell me, hey, if you keep drinking, eventually one day you're going to wake up and you're going to feel your heart beating through your chest and you're going to for sure go, oh, I'm dying. But really it's just because alcohol makes your blood pump faster. And as you get hungover in your older age, you feel it more. Okay, dude. It's my fault, though, too. It's my fault. I'm sure someone told me that at some point. I'm sure in health class somewhere at some point in some grade, my teacher was like, drinking fucks up your heart. But for whatever reason, I didn't really, register that information until my heart was beating really fast after I drank one night. And then I looked it up and I was like, wait, what? After over a decade of drinking, I finally was like, wait, it hurts your heart? Wait, you mean I've been fucking up the main organ, dude? I thought it was just my liver. It's a 2-for-1 deal, dude. I'm fucking damaging multiple things inside here? Fuck. And then your friend's like, you want to get a beer? You're like, yeah, dude, well, I got to take the edge off. Dude, I got to fucking not think about how it's killing me, dude. I got to stop thinking about how it's killing me by killing me more. Yeah, I'm trying to drink less. Trying to eat healthier. Just trying to live longer. But also enjoy, you can't eat healthy constantly. Dude, it's also funny, dude, because people will just say shit, and it's like, what does that info do? Like, people love to go, yeah, this guy Jimmy, he smoked 2 packs a day and he lived till 105. Yeah, so it's like, you never know what'll happen. Sure, Jimmy lived to 105, but about 1,000 other guys had a heart attack and died at 50. Like, what? You can't just, you look at Elon Musk and you're like, hey, man, some people make trillions of dollars. Could be you. It could be. Will it? Probably not, dude. If you're smoking, you will probably have the heart attack. If you're drinking too much, you'll probably have the heart attack. Americans, I think people in general, right? We mainly die of heart attacks, dude. Just because one or two guys, just because even if it's like 10 guys, statistically, if you're smoking 2 packs a day, you're not Jimmy. You're Bob. And Bob died at 43. But if you're smoking that much, shout out. I hope you live to 100, dude. I hope you do, dude. And it's your life and it's your choice. That's the thing. At the end of the day, that's why it's tough, because it's like you don't know the consequences of your actions until they're hurting you in the moment, you know? Your body starts to give you signs. Like, I'm starting to hurt more when I do certain things that I used to do when it was fine. Your body gives you warnings of like, hey man, you can't eat chocolate at 10 p.m. But your taste buds and your brain are like, but I love it. But fuck you, body. I love it. I want it. But your body's like, we want to live though. And you're like, but what is the point of living, you know? If I can't have a cheeseburger and some chocolate, like, why am I even alive, dude? Because I love my girlfriend and dog. Took me a minute, dude. Took me a minute, bro. I really had to think about it. Oh, shit. We got, Mom Donnie is mayor now, dude. Shout out Mom Donnie, dude. He got it done, dude. He got it done. He became mayor. The people have spoken. He won. Dude, I think people wanted to, it's just people, whatever you feel about the guy, dude, he, like, you can't deny, like, I think it's easy to understand why he won, dude. He's the first politician I've heard in a while talk in a way where he seems like he's genuinely trying to bring people together. He seems like he's genuinely, like, people kept trying to get him on, like, oh, he said this, isn't that crazy? But everything that was brought up that he said was pretty measured. He stayed in the pocket, he stayed measured, and so no one could really get that angry at him. And also, he's young, dude. People are sick of fucking, we got the oldest president of all time right now, dude. People want someone who represents their generation. That's like an undeniable thing. People want somebody who is living in our modern time, because our modern time is very different than the past, dude. The world when I was fucking 12 is very different from now, dude. Dude, I was fucking 15 years old watching Terminator going, oh, dude, that'll, like, this is a really scary science fiction movie. This is really scary science fiction. And I'm glad I'll never live in a time when a robot's trying to kill me. And now I live in a time where they will take my job. They will take mine and probably all of our jobs, dude. So it's like, you want someone who is feeling the stakes of that. You want someone in power who, like, understands that fear. Because it's probably going to happen. It's funny, too, because it's like, that was our fear. Our fear was, like with Terminator and shit, our fear was, dude, we're going to create robots and they're going to kill us. But in reality, they're not going to kill us. They're just going to take all of our jobs. We're just going to train them all to take our jobs, and then we'll probably kill each other. Like, that's... We were right about the death, but we were off on who was going to be committing it. Yeah, it's scary shit, dude. But you know what? It'll be fine, dude. It's never going to affect me. That's my favorite thing to say to people. Every time someone gets in a conversation about AI, we go deep into it. We start talking about how it's going to take this, it's going to do this, it's going to take over, it's going to do all this shit. And then I go, yeah, but it's never going to happen to us. That's the worst. That is the sentence that destroys the world right there. That's the sentence that understandably puts off all good change, all meaningful change, all things that are steps towards restoring and fixing things. That sentence right there is what stops it. Is the thought of like, yeah, but it's never gonna happen to me. But I think we're all learning it. It's. I think it's all gonna happen to everybody. I think shit's. AI is scary, dude. It's understandably scary, and some people aren't scared by it. It's you don't know what's going to happen. Most things become a tool that we all use, but if the tool we're using in training ends up replacing a lot of us, it's like, well, we need something to fill that gap, because there's a lot of people, dude, and people need money to live, and if people don't have money, bad things happen, dude. The two things that make you the worst human being are hunger and sleep deprivation. Dude, the angriest I've ever been is when I'm hungry and I haven't slept. Nothing will make you commit murder more easily than not eating or sleeping for 5 days, dude. All it takes is 5 days of a large amount of people not eating or sleeping, and we can't have that happen, dude. We can't, dude. But it'll never happen to us. No, we're good, dude. We're good. We're chilling. But Mom Donnie, he's in office, dude. Dude, I go on such wild tangents. I'm lulling my dog to sleep right now, dude. She's deep in sleep. She's like, dude, this guy's talking wild, bro. I gotta sleep this shit off. AI, I don't even know what letters are, dude. Shut up. I don't even know what words are, dude. And you're talking about AI, dude? All I can do is bark, bro. Shut up. I'm trying to fucking sleep, dude. Take me for a WALK. Which I don't know what I know what that word sounds like, but whenever you spell it, I'm like, whatever that is, take me for it. But Mom Don, dude. Mom Donnie, he's got to I don't know, man. I'm glad he's young. That's probably sounds stupid, but I am, dude. It's nice to see a guy my age, well, slightly older. You feel like that guy's gonna understand what the fuck you're talking about, dude. My parents are loving and they care about people and they care about their kids. But if I try and describe a problem to them, they don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I was talking about AI the other day, and they were like, what are you what? What? We're about to die, dude. You're freaking out. We're about to be out of here, dude. I'm trying to figure out what stocks I need, dude. What do you mean you're going to get replaced by a machine? Shut up. You know? But somebody my age is going to be like, no, yeah, for real, dude. That's scary. I don't know. What I'm really saying is the most important issue for me in all of politics, especially in New York, I guess mainly in New York, because I don't know what the situation is in other places. Mom Donnie's got to tear down those turnstiles, dude. We need a fucking Berlin Wall for turnstiles, dude. We need him. We need someone. We need an audio clip of Mom Donnie going, NYPD, tear down those turnstiles. MTA, tear down those turnstiles. Bro, life is too rough for spiked turnstiles. Have you seen, okay, if you don't live in New York City, or if you do, you know what I'm talking about. They added these spikes to the side of every turnstile and these flaps on the circular bars, okay? So that it makes it not impossible, it makes it harder to hop. Hey, man, let people hop, dude. Mom Donnie, that's what Mom Donnie should do. Make it legal to hop, dude. Hopping of the fittest, bro. If you can hop, it's legal, dude. If you can hop, you don't have to pay. Dude, that's the thing. I tell this to people, and they all think I'm crazy. I'm like, if you made hopping legal, I guarantee you the percentage of people who start doing it would barely change. And everyone's like, no, that's not true. People would hop all the time. No, they fucking wouldn't, dude. First of all, if you want to make the argument of like, well, people will just start holding the door open, the emergency door. Yeah, that might go unchecked, and that might be a problem. But hopping, no, dude. I've been with people who have watched me allegedly hop. This is a fictional story. I've been with people, none of this is real, but I've been with people where I've hopped, and then the person next to me tries to, and they can't. And guess what? They don't try again, okay? Or they might, but it's, you know what I'm saying? If you're capable of doing, when I become 52, I'm probably not going to do it, okay? Also, you know what? I make enough money now where I stopped hopping. Let poor people hop, dude. Let people who don't have the money for the subway, let kids hop. Oh, what's the fuck? Who gives a fuck, dude? Who cares, dude? Let them do it. Tear down that shit, dude. AI, like I said, AI is about to take this fucking, this teenager's not even going to have a job. There's not even going to be jobs that exist in 10 years, dude. Let him hop the fucking turnstile, dude. He's hopping over that turnstile into a future that's going to kill him, dude. Just let him not pay. Also, it's like, shit is too dystopic and fucked up already for spikes to be on the turnstile. It looks oppressive. It looks fucked up. It doesn't look good. It looks ugly and shitty, and it looks like a fuck you when you're riding the subway. Like, it's none of it's good, dude. No one likes that shit. Who are the people who are really angry about hopping? And do they live in the city? That's what I want to know. Because every time I talk to somebody who's very angry about hopping, it's like my dad in Westchester. Like it's somebody who lives in New Jersey. Like it's nobody. Like I so rarely meet people in New York, even older people who are like, yeah, dude, we got to really crack down on subway hopping. Right? Valentine just sighed hard because she's with me, dude. She's agreeing with my message, dude. I don't know. I don't think it's a big deal, and I think it should be legal, dude, and I think it's fine. I think people should be able to hop. It becomes free when you're a senior citizen, dude. If it's free when you're a senior citizen, or it's discounted, I don't know what it is. My dad just became a senior citizen, dude. And he's like, yeah, now I get a discount on the subway, the bus, and at movies. And I'm like, well, you don't do any of that shit. He goes, oh, yeah, no, I don't. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's what we do. That's how it goes here, dude. Young kids who use the subway all the time, or people who use the subway all the time, no discounts. But everybody who physically will probably never use it, it's free for you, bud. Hey, you can't even physically climb up and down those stairs? Well, guess what, bro? It's free. That's so fucking nuts, dude. That's so stupid. I don't know. We got to tear down those turnstiles, dude. They're so ugly, dude. Bottom line, they're ugly as fuck, okay? Make the spikes spikier. Also, you can still hop them. That's the thing, dude, is that they put them in place, and it's still hoppable. I've never done it. I've never hopped over those turnstiles, but I've seen people do it. Do I know who they are personally? No, dude. But what I'm saying is, It's doable. You can do it. Also, we don't even have Subway cards anymore. It's all your fucking credit card, and then sometimes that shit doesn't work. I've hopped a couple times because I'm swiping and swiping and swiping, and it's not working for no reason. My card is fine, and then you hop over anyway, and no one does anything. And if a cop sees you, you go, "It wasn't reading my shit," and they're like, "Oh, okay." I just think it's a harmless. I think hopping the subway turnstile is a pretty harmless crime. The only one you could potentially hurt doing that is yourself by falling. Is that what it is? Is that why it's prevented? Because they don't want someone like rolling their ankle and suing the MTA? Make hopping legal and suing the MTA for hopping illegal. There you go, dude. Checkmate. All right. Anyway, well, that's it for me, dude. Mom Donnie, make the subway great again. Yeah, dude. Good luck, bro. Good luck on your in your pursuits. Everybody else in the world, good luck as well. No matter where you are, dude. Hope you have a good day, and I hope you had fun listening. And I'm kind of a dumb guy, so I hope you enjoyed yourself and you didn't take anything too seriously, except for Valentine, dude. Valentine, my word is bond, dude. You better listen to everything I say, dude. You scratching? All right, I think the camera's about to run out. All right, that's it. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you guys next week.
Piece of shit.